Hey guys, what's up? So I just want to come on this video and I just want to talk about my thoughts about Apple's progress so far. Where should I start? Well, first of all, Apple is doing great, but at the same time, it just seems like ever since Steve Jobs passed away, they did seem to be getting worse a little bit. And this isn't about stocks or money or anything. I'm just talking about like in terms of what they put into their devices, into their technology. I mean, we have some updates to the macOS 10 update, and so far they seem solid. But one thing that concerns me is the iOS operating system, and here's why. For me, I'm fine with iOS, and iOS is a very simplistic operating system to use compared to Android. But as I'm looking at my iPhone right now, all I'm looking at is just a row of icons with a wallpaper in the background, and for me, that doesn't seem like a concern to me most of the time, but people always expect customization. It's like they expect this to be like an Android phone. And there are a lot of things that can go wrong if they were to do it that way, unless if they do it right. Okay? Unless if they do it right. Technology is not simple, guys. That's why even though I like technology, I don't trust it all the time, and I don't prefer everything to be done electronically. For instance, with Android, I heard that once it freezes up, you can't do anything to reset it unless you take out the battery and then pop it back in. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but that's what I've heard because they have actually used Android and they got rid of their Android phone because they said that it had so many bugs of it, and that's what happens when you have an open platform, because when you build an operating system and you let other companies take that operating system, put it into their hardware, a lot of things can go wrong, and then Google has a hard time managing all of these operating systems for all of these different companies, which is why Apple decided to keep their iOS operating system and let them be the ones to control it, so that way we don't get any mess ups, even though we still get mess ups and we still get some bugs. And so not everything is perfect, but there's something that can be done better than the other. And it just seems like there's really nothing that Apple can do, and I know that this is not true, but so far it seems like there's nothing new that Apple can add on besides just minor features, nothing major features. If they would have to do major features, they would have to completely redesign the operating system. They would have to completely allow widgets on here in order to make it a major feature to the iOS operating system. And I just feel like all they do is like they just update some of their stock applications to either make it look better or to have a different look to it, or maybe just change the way of how we use it in a different way. For example, that they have their own Maps application instead of Google Maps, and with their map application you can't get Street View, and that's one thing that I'm disappointed about this map application. I mean, you do get 3D view, but 3D view, all you can see is the top of the building, but not the front of the building itself, because generally I like to know what the area looks like around that building. But at the same time, people are still buying these iOS devices, and Apple is still selling them all, and they're still one of the richest companies out there in the world. But I just wonder, is there anything Apple can do to really wow their customers whenever a new hardware comes out or new software comes out? For me, I'm okay with the way iOS is right now, although I would like to have a somewhat new look to it. But at the same time, if you really wanted to be simple, then I guess you would buy this iOS device like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click it down below, the like button, and tell me down in the comments down below, do you think that there's really something major Apple can do to improve their iOS operating system to get their customers to be wowed again? Because so far it sounds like not everybody is being wowed that much. For instance, people would be like, oh, the iPhone 5, I'm not too crazy about it. It just kind of looks like the iPhone 4, except it's longer and it's got a different color to it. It got a different look, got a different feel. Well, even though it's like somewhat the same feel, I don't know, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.